dear students, I am Madhura from CSE department. So I am going to handle the subject storage area network. Subject code is 17CS754. Let us start with the first module. Categories of data. So data can be categorized into structured as well as unstructured data. So the data over the world, over 90% of enterprise information is unstructured. So most of the data whatever you have is unstructured data. So you can see in the graph that about 10% of data is structured data. Okay, and lots of other data you have all are unstructured data. So 90% is of unstructured data. So what are the examples for unstructured data? So you have forms, images, manuals, x-rays, checks or email attachments, PDFs, messages, documents, web pages, medias, invoices, audios, videos, all these are considered as unstructured data. And some of the data which can be entered into rows and columns, we call such data as a structured data. Okay. So, for example, if you consider an Excel sheet, so where you are going to write the data into the Excel sheet, you enter in terms of rows and columns. Is it? You have rows in the Excel sheet as well as columns in the Excel sheet. So you go on entering the data into that particular Excel sheet. So that data you can consider as a structured data. Okay, whereas an X-ray cannot be entered to the rows and columns. For example, you take a message, instant message, that also cannot be entered to a row and column. Is it? And also documents. So data which can be entered to rows and columns, we call such thing as structured. So other data, most of the other data, what you cannot enter into row and column, we consider it as unstructured data. So if you consider unstructured, for example, you take you open a notepad and in that notepad you write some sentences. Okay, so this we can consider it as unstructured. It is not entered in rows and columns. Whatever you write, it is all in paragraphs, is it? So that is that's an example for unstructured data. So to manage both the structured and unstructured data, we have something called big data. Okay, which includes both kind of data. So what are the examples of databases available in the market? What kind of databases you have? Okay, see, you have MySQL, Oracle, IBM DB2, or Teradata, MongoDB, Amazon SimpleDB. So all these are databases available in the market. Okay. So now let us see how the big data analysis happens. So you may have used Flipkart or an Amazon, where based on your interest, that Flipkart company or Amazon company is going to send you emails. So that is where the big data analysis is used, is it? So you can see they follow you everywhere. Okay, suppose you search for certain items or a product. Okay, next it will show you a related product nearby. Okay, near to your particular product, what you can see in your website, there aside the product you can see the other related products, because that Amazon that application itself is taking some data and it is concluding that you are interested in some other products as well. Okay, and that follows you. So that is where the big data analysis comes. Okay. As an example for big data analysis. So So let us see the definition of big data. Big data refers to data sets whose sizes are beyond the capability of commonly used software tools to capture, store, manage and process within the acceptable time limits. So actually, big data is there for managing both the structured and unstructured data. Okay. So big data actually includes both structured and unstructured data generated by variety of sources, including business application transactions, web pages, videos, images, emails, social media and so on. So actually this structured data, as I said, it is of 10%, is it? So 90% is this unstructured data. So unstructured data, if you consider examples, you had X-rays, email attachments, PDFs, web pages, videos, instant messages, all these are considered as unstructured data. So structured example, we can take the example of a particular Excel sheet. Okay, so where you are going to enter the values into the Excel sheet. Is it? So big data, it can manage both the structured as well as unstructured data. So the big data ecosystem can be visualized in the next slide. It is the ecosystem. It includes the following. Okay, so it includes devices, data collectors, data aggregators, data users, and buyers. So what are these devices? Devices are the devices that collects the data from multiple locations and also generate new data about this data. Okay, so data collectors are those who gather the data from devices and users.
What are data aggregators? Data aggregators are that compile the data, collected data, and extract meaningful information. And who are the data users? So, and also you have buyers of the data. So these are the people who benefit from the information collected and aggregated by others in the data value chain.
So now let us see how the big data ecosystem looks like. So here you have four main components of the ecosystem, that is data devices, data collectors, data aggregators, and data users and buyers. So what are the devices? So devices are nothing but that collect the data from multiple locations to generate new data about this data. Is it? So here, what kind of devices you have? Cell phones, GPS, iPod. Next you have e-book, video games, and then you have cable box, ATMs, credit card readers, computer, RFID, video surveillance, medical imaging. So all these are the devices that collect the data from multiple locations. So these are the examples. And next you have data collectors. Data collectors. So data collectors are those who gather the data from various devices and users. So here you have users, here you have devices. Is it? So these are the data collectors. Okay, who gather the data from the devices as well as from the users. So what are the examples of data collectors? Government, medical, so you have internal, retail, shop, or finance, or you say bank, and then you have phone or TV. So all these are data collectors. Okay. Next you have data aggregators. So that compile the data, the collected data, to extract meaningful information. So here the examples of data aggregators are, you have websites, advertising, information, brokers, analytic services, credit businesses, then you have list brokers, catalog, co-operations, and then here media archives. So all these are examples of, so whatever these shaded regions you can see, they are the data aggregators. Next you have data users or buyers. So those who benefit from the information collected and aggregated by others in the data value chain are called data users and buyers. So what are the examples for data users and buyers? So the law enforcement, or you say media, banks, they have individuals, also they also benefit from data, marketers also benefit from the data, employers, and then you have private investigators or lawyers, delivery services, banks. So all these are the benefiters from the information collected, and they are being aggregated by the others in the data value chain. So these are data users or buyers. There are many, but here they have given only few examples. Okay, you can add some more, but all these are connected again. So you can see the lines over here, that is data users are buyer and buyers are connected to data collectors here, and the same way data aggregators are also connected to the data collectors, and at the same time these data collectors are nothing but the data which you collect from the data devices. So there is interconnection between the data devices as well as the users, okay, or you say individuals. So this is the big data ecosystem. So now let us see the definition of information. So there is a difference between the data as well as the information. So data can be entered in rows and columns. Is it? So here, what do individuals or businesses do with the data they collect? So all the data that they collect are turned into information. So what is information now? Information is the intelligence and the knowledge derived from the data. So unless you have a data, you cannot derive an information. Is it? So businesses analyze raw data in order to identify the meaningful trends. So there are creators of information as well as users of information. And there is also, between the users and the creators of information, there is one more thing you have, that is centralized information storage and storage processing. Okay, so demand for more information, there will be lot of information created. Okay, so you can see users of information as well as creators of information. So creators here upload certain things to the centralized information and thereby users use it. Okay, so here creators of information may be connected by wired or wireless network. Okay, so you can see something which is being uploaded to the centralized information storage. Okay, that is being used again by the users using some wireless or wired communication. Okay, so what are the examples here? What are the business analytics? What are the business analytics, and what are the examples for business analytics? So you can see buying habits and patterns of customers. Okay, that means you can take the example of Amazon. You have used Amazon or Flipkart. So the buyers' habits and patterns of customers are being analyzed. Okay, based on that, they are going to send you emails or messages regarding the product you have recently viewed. Okay, and also health history of patients. So that is also an example for business analytics. So what are the value of information to a business? So identifying the new business opportunities. So that may be buying or spending patterns. So where you can see is buying or spending patterns. You can see in internet stores, retail stores, supermarkets. Okay. And also the customer satisfaction or service is being done. And also identifying patterns that lead to change in the existing business, so that may reduce the cost of the business. New services may be delivered to the customers, as well as targeted marketing campaigns can be done. And also you can create a competitive advantage in the business. So all these are examples, or you can say the value of the information to a business. So next point is storage. The data that is being created by individuals or businesses must be stored for further processing. So the type of storage used is based on the type of the data and the rate at which it is being created and used. So what are the examples of the storage? The individuals may have digital camera, cell phone, DVDs, hard disks. So these are the storage devices that is being carried by the individuals. Same way, the businesses also have its own storage devices. Their examples are hard disk, external disk arrays, tape libraries, etc.